Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Plug Talk Sports live show, episode 211. This is our final episode of 2025. It's crazy to say it. We're going to be going on a nice little 2 week break. We'll be back with all of our shows on the Plug Talk Sports Network on Monday, beginning Monday, January the 12th. So a nice little break here for the team, myself, Danny Torres, Jonka with us tonight. But yes, this is the final episode of the year. It's crazy that we are ending 2025. I feel like this year has blown by so quick, especially this month of December. So yeah, this is it, man. This is it, Jonka. Last one of 2025.
Yeah, bro. Low key kind of sad because I just had last Friday, last show of the year for Plug Picks.
Yeah.
We had a great show out. We had a great amount of viewers. Our boy Jerry was actually watching. Shout out to him. We didn't hit the parlay yet. I mean, we still have the college football one still open. That one's gonna be open until the 2nd of January if we were to hit that one. But still, yeah, this year's been full of ups and downs for our teams.
Yeah.
In every sport, it's been news after headline. It's great to follow it every year. We got to meet Blake. Brandon's still doing his thing. Isaac, everybody's new shows.
Yeah.
It's fun. We're expanding, and I'm hoping that for next college season, not this season, obviously, but once the season's over, I'm considering doing another show that involves college recruiting since I follow that heavily for like more like South Florida, but still I'll do for everybody else. But yeah, that's for anybody in the heads up right now. So if you really want to follow some recruiting stuff, you let me know and I'll think about it.
I motion it. I told you that I think you should do it. I would love nothing more than to see you do a college recruiting show. I think that you're very good at it, and you keep up with it very well. So for those college football junkies out there, I think that they would really love that show. And yeah, like you said, I think 2025 for Plug Talk Sports uh, was another year of growth. I think that we continue to grow. I'm very happy. Obviously, look, as someone who started this, you're never really satisfied, right? Because you always want to continue building. But obviously, when you get to this time of year with life in general, you kind of look back. Okay, where, where was I, and how did I start out this year, and where did I get? What did I achieve this year? And I think when it comes to Plug Talk Sports, I think that we really did expand. And when you look at it, we started the Plug Talk Sports Network. Obviously, we were just a show on Monday nights. And obviously, the general idea, and I came to you with the idea, Jonka, and I told you, well, actually, you influenced it because you had been telling me for a bit of time, hey, what do you think about, maybe we should, to get more traction, we should have more than one show. And for a moment of time, I was like, man, I don't know. Like, obviously, with so many things that I do in my life, I was not sure if I could commit to that. And I got frustrated one day, and I was just like, you know what? Like, I want to continue. This is my baby. This is Plug Talk Sports, always and will be my baby, my project. And I thought to myself, I need to get more traction to this, and I need to continue to build it and push it beyond its boundaries. So I want to commit to having more shows. And at that moment, I had no idea what that would look like. And then little by little, obviously, we came up with the names. We came up with the show ideas. We came up with who was going to do what. And obviously, I can't do that all by myself. I'm only one person. And I'm very grateful for, obviously, my best friend here, Jonka, who I think has helped tremendously. And since joining Plug Talk Sports, I think he has helped me a whole lot. And then, of course, Brandon and Blake and Isaac, really the creative behind a lot of the stuff that we do, from our graphics to our show intros, has really brought value to our team. And so it's just been another phenomenal year of growth for us. And who knows, maybe for 2026, what new ideas we will come up with to push beyond the boundary to expand this platform. But I'm very proud of everybody on the team. And of course, most importantly is you guys, right? The viewers who consistently read our articles on our website. I see the numbers every week. I see the numbers, for our shows, expanding the numbers on our shows. I mean, we look at Janka's Plug Picks. Plug Picks has been a massive success since he has started it, and people have been tuning in. I'm a little jealous because I wish I had those ratings right now for Pressing Matters, but Janka's doing it. Janka's getting it done, and we appreciate you guys tuning in and week out. And since the beginning, really, since we started Plug Talk Sports in 2017, from an idea from filming podcasts in my garage to obviously our partnership with Lemon City Live, and then breaking apart from Lemon City Live and being our own entity. There's been people who have been rocking with us since day one, and I really, truly, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate you guys, because obviously we can just sit on here and talk crap for an hour every Monday, but you guys tune in and watch us. So appreciate you guys dearly. Enough with the sentiments. We're going to get into our final show of 2025. We're going to start out with the college football playoffs, and we're going to start with the first game that there was this past Friday. Janka, Alabama, Oklahoma, Roll Tide 34-24 over the Sooners. And I'm not going to lie to you. I told my boss, Dennis, who I spoke to this evening, who is a Alabama grad, I told him, to be honest with you, the way Oklahoma came out starting this game, I didn't think that I thought Alabama was going to get steamrolled if they had continued to go down that route with the way they were playing against the Sooners. But it was a huge momentum change after there was an interception and it was a pick six for Bama. It was over from there. Alabama gained all the momentum in the world and then never looked back, and they took this game.
Yeah, bro. The moment John Mateer threw that pick six,
yeah,
I just knew the momentum flipped for Alabama, and they never looked back. I don't know what John Mateer's status is right now for the draft. I don't know, maybe he's going to try to go one more year for college, but I doubt they'll allow it. I don't know where he's going to be projected to go. I can see the Dolphins honestly picking him up after all the. We're going to get into that later for the NFL, but I think Oklahoma just kind of like they choked a little bit. They had, I think it was 17-0 lead. I think. What am I right? 17-0 lead.
Yes, it was 17. He overcame a 17-point deficit.
Yeah, you can't do that when you're in the playoffs, bro. Like, I don't know what else to say because I honestly thought Oklahoma was gonna beat Alabama again for the second time this year, which would be crazy in itself. But Ty Simpson played a better game, and the defense for Alabama came up strong. And
Janka, Ty Simpson passed for 232 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, bro. That's why he's one of the high draft picks for the quarterback position this year. Could be a Jet. Who knows? I could see it happening. Could it be Mendoza? I could also see that happening.
Please. I don't want my boy Mendoza to be a Jet.
Bro, listen, we all know either Mendoza or Ty Simpson is going to end up a Jet or a Dolphin, and we don't know what's going to happen. I've heard rumors the Giants might trade Jackson Dart and get Mendoza.
Now, look, I'm going to tell you something my boss Dennis said. And obviously he's a guy as a grad that follows Alabama football very closely. He said, I think DeBoer was very surprised at the outcome of what happened.
Yeah, bro. I heard rumors that DeBoer could be on the way out no matter what happens this year because he wants that Michigan job, which I don't blame him because I think the way the SEC fans or the Alabama fans, I should say, have treated him for how the year started after losing to FSU.
Yeah.
And to Vanderbilt last year with Joe Milton. Don't Jalen Milrow. My bad. Yeah, Joe Milton for Tennessee. That's
You're
ignore
thinking
that.
about my Cowboys, huh?
Hey, Patriot then Cowboy. I don't know. Maybe it's gone to him. He's like, why am I gonna take this BS in the SEC? Even though I'm the head coach for Alabama, we're winning, we're in the playoff. I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't have made it. That's a. Yeah, I've heard people say that Alabama should have made it over Notre Dame, but that's another story for another day. But I think him. I think after what happened with Michigan and how all that whole scandal with them again, another scandal for Michigan. I mean, what head coach wouldn't be intrigued in that position, especially in the Big Ten, where it's basically right now Indiana and Ohio State, and then if Michigan with Bryce Underwood, who's getting paid heavily, is considering leaving and entering the transfer portal to possibly go back to LSU, where he was initially committed to before switching to Michigan. I don't know. If I'm the board, I can see him losing this coming week or nothing next week. No, New Year's Eve. My New Year's, right? New Year's Eve or New Year's?
I think there's
I don't
games
wait.
on
No,
New
I think
Year's
it's New
Eve
Year's
and New Year's.
because I think it's New Year's because I think Miami game with Ohio State is the
It's
only
on New
one on
Year's
New Year's
Eve.
Eve.
Yeah.
I think he loses that game, and then we see all this news stuff come out and the rumors start to pile up.
Well, I've always told you in every sport, from whether it's NBA, it doesn't matter. There's always that one person that shows up and you literally have not done anything all year, but then you just show up in the biggest moments. And in this game, it's Alabama freshman Lazier Brooks. Did not score a touchdown in the regular season. Scored two and had a season high of 5 catches and 79 yards in this game.
Bro, I mean, that's what we long for, bro. That's like those are the play. This is what I mean when I talk to the players, bro. Players that enter the transfer portal, players that they're just like they don't get the reps they want. They don't get the the opportunities because they decide to leave early. Wait your turn. Even if, like you just said, even if you don't produce any touchdowns or a lot of yards throughout the season, and you're in the playoffs, you make it count in the moments, and there you go. Now everybody has the eyes on you the next time you play, and there you go. Like I was kind of ranting in the group chat for X with you and the guys about an FIU offensive lineman Antonio Tripp is now leaving FIU after leaving Miami the year before.
Yeah,
bro, what are we doing? Because everybody's complaining about not getting reps. The guy started, and now he's leaving again. I think good for this guy, for Brooks, for sticking with it after this whole year, because a lot of players lately would have easily entered the transfer portal, and there's players already entered the transfer portal that are still in the playoff. An Oregon cornerback has already entered the transfer portal, and they're not even eliminated. Like, what are we doing?
You talk about Oregon. They play James Madison. They steamrolled them 51-34, which to be honest with you, after the Miami game, which we'll get into, the Miami game, I don't know about you. I watched NFL football. I didn't care to watch Ole Miss and Tulane or Oregon and James Madison.
Neither did I, because I knew.
It's not – that's something you need to tweak, because I'm sorry, those are not primetime games. Like, I feel like Miami, Texas A&M should have been primetime, and those games should have been in the afternoon.
Yeah, I agree. And I was one of the ones that I was saying, like, they're just throwing in group of 5 teams just for the sake of inclusion. That is just basically participation trophies. Like, I would not mind if you had a group of 5 playoff, but don't tell me that James Madison or Tulane can even play up to par with any of these top teams and think about winning.
It's ridiculous. I mean,
if it's about profits, if it's about viewership, entertainment value, why was Texas, Vanderbilt, Notre Dame, Anybody else that was left out, why were they not included? You took out 2 spots for 2 teams that got blown out again for the second time in a row, that the bottom teams get blown out. What are we doing? Just for the sake of conclusion, bro. It's participation trophies. What kind of soft world are we living in now?
Dante Moore threw 4 touchdown passes and ran for another score in that game.
Bro, it was 14-0 within the first 3 minutes. It's ridiculous. Like, what are we talking about? Anybody that defends James Madison and Tulane being in the college football playoff, bro, what are you doing, bro? What are we seriously talking about? We're talking about football here, guys. Like, why should let me say this for a second. In the scenario, why should, let's say, in the case that Ohio State ended up not having a first round bye, right? Why should they get the benefit? Why should one team get the benefit of playing a crap team, and one team get the I guess downgrade of having to play like a Texas A&M or Miami? Oh, so you get to play Tulane, James Madison. I have to play Miami or Texas A&M. Buddy, what is that? What kind of a lopsided thing is this? Make the top 12 teams, period, get in. It's not that complicated.
I think, Jonka, you know what? I think that it would have been so much better if we would have just had BYU and Notre Dame in the playoff.
That's what I was missing.
BYU and Notre Dame, just put them in the playoff.
BYU, Notre Dame, was it Texas maybe? I mean,
Texas.
And then it was BYU, Texas, and Vanderbilt too. I mean,
Vanderbilt.
Despite I didn't like how Diego Pavia kind of handled himself in the Heisman situation. Yeah. But that Vanderbilt team is explosive. That would have been fun to watch too. I'm not understanding what their plan is here by throwing in 2 easy floater balls, and just like, it's basically a bye week, but not a bye week for those teams. Bro, it's like, so if Miami were the 5th seed or the 6th seed, and we have to play either Tulane or Texas A&M, why would Miami choose to play Texas A&M over Tulane?
I mean, Tulane only scored 10 points in that entire game against Ole Miss. Ole Miss without Lane Kiffin, by the way, 41. And by the way, isn't it? I'm sorry. Let's rewind here to maybe, I think it was a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Didn't we have guys in here that said that Ole Miss was going to struggle against Tulane because they didn't have Lane Kiffin?
I said they could struggle. They could.
Well, dude, 41-10 does not look like it was a struggle at all.
Yeah, they kind of blew it out after the game got out of hand.
But I said it. Look, I said it last week. I said that there's no way, yes, that their coach got fired, yes, but there's no way that they're going to sit down and cry about that they lost their coach and just throw away the college football playoffs. No, they're in the college football playoffs. They're going to play their asses off.
I think what me and I forgot who else it was that
it was Brandon, maybe.
I think it was Blake. It was Blake or Brandon, whichever one. Yeah. It was one of them. That the only reason we were saying that was not because they were playing James Madison or Tulane, was because of the fact that Ole Miss will have to play Georgia, if I'm correct. They would have to play Georgia, right? You mean to tell me that Ole Miss, despite them losing Lane Kiffin, right, they get to play an easy Tulane, and then they go on to play Georgia? Do you actually think Ole Miss has a chance to beat Kirby Smart and the Bulldogs in that second round? With no head coach.
No.
Tulane was just was like a napkin in the face, bro. Like, what are we seriously talking about here? That was only a situation where if Ole Miss was playing against a good team, not having Lane Kiffin would have made a difference. But because it was a crap team, it looked like Ole Miss didn't need Lane Kiffin. We'll see if Ole Miss actually needs Lane Kiffin on New Year's. Let's see that first. And if they end up playing actually pretty well, okay, then Ole Miss is, they actually, they're okay. But if they get blown out by Georgia, which honestly I would be surprised because I don't believe in Gunnar Stockton anyways. That quarterback is to me a little bit overrated in all honesty. But if Bulldogs blow them out, I was right from the get-go. Why even have a team with no star head coach leaving for another team in the playoff? It's another situation where it's with the FSU situation. The best person on your team, even though it was a quarterback, this is Lane Kiffin, is out. Now all of a sudden your team is not as good as you think they are. That's how lopsided this game was. Not because it was a mismatch, but it's just how bad it can get for Ole Miss if they were to lose this game. Honestly, the committee might have to find a situation to deal with that because they were kind of being a little bit flip-flop when it came to that situation with Lane Kiffin. I think they should have at least been where Alabama was. I think they should have been at 9, and Alabama at least one spot over them with Lane Kiffin being out.
Yeah.
That's just me.
So let's talk about your team.
Oh boy.
Miami, Texas A&M, 10-3. I'm going to give you my opinion. Yes, it was a defensive game by both teams. Yes, there was 3 missed field goals because of the wind, and Texas A&M missed one as well. You can guys read about it.
And got one blocked.
Yes. You guys can read about it on our new article up on our website. Listen, Texas A&M has struggled all year long with stopping the run. The run did start very well from Miami from the beginning of the game, but there was a lot less, there's a lot to be desired because you could have scored so many points off of the run and finished so many drives off of the run if you're Miami. I think, Jonka, with this Canes team, what's been the highlight for them and the reason why they've gotten this far is because of the defense. I'm not really too impressed with the offense at all. I mean, I think that the only bright spot I think the only bright spot on this offense has been Malachi Toney.
Not Mark Fletcher?
Yeah, he had a great game. I think Malachi Toney's been the highlight. I don't
for the season, yeah.
I don't believe in Carson turnover Beck at all. I think that you guys have gotten this far because of your defense. And so I think based off your video, and I agree 100%, it's going to be a very big measuring. And I predicted, and my prediction came true, that I think that Miami would have a good chance to beat Texas A&M. But I think this is as you said, this is the true measuring stick of where this team actually is as a program when they come up against the Ohio State Buckeyes in this quarterfinal coming up. I think Ohio State wins this game. I think that there's more talent on Ohio State. I think they're bigger. I think they're more physical. Obviously, they have a quarterback that was a Heisman candidate. I think that he is miles ahead of Carson Beck. You could say that, but it's true because if Carson Beck was even remotely close, he would be a Heisman candidate, right?
You're freezing.
I just think that Miami's defense is going to be tested big time. I think it's their bright spot, but I think they're going to be tested.
I mean, I would have to. I would have to. I mean, when it comes to that game against Ohio State coming up on the 31st at 7:30 at AT&T Stadium, it is going to be a neutral site, which does
Yep.
benefit Miami. It is at the AT&T Stadium, which Michael Irving, like I said in the video, might have a stroke because if you guys don't know, hey, that guy might be on something that night. I'm telling you that much. But I was rewatching last night the Indiana versus Ohio State game for the Big Ten championship. Indiana ran the ball well. The passing game was there. The defense, just like Texas A&M did, held Miami to 10 points, just like Ohio State scored 10 points. You can argue Indiana and Miami's defense are two really good defenses. I can say Miami does have a chance on the defensive side. Now, the only thing is, can the offense, can Carson at least play a better passing game, have a better passing game than what he just had this Saturday? If he can do that, I mean, I think Miami's offensive line and defensive line are better than Ohio State's this year, not last year's. Last year's was Ohio State was crazy, but I did get I was catching on some updates. Ohio State's starting right tackle, Tegra Shabala, is out for the game against Miami, and Gabe Van Sickle and Joshua Padilla will be taking over for that position.
Yeah.
So they'll be having a freshman right tackles starting for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Honestly, that's a great matchup. That's a great thing for Miami, though, for Messidor and Ruben Bain. If they can take advantage of the rookie, they might have a feast. I think Julian Saint is a better quarterback than Marcel Reed, but I think they both have the same trait where if you pressure them enough, they put the ball in harm's way. I think we saw that against Indiana, where he kind of like he is not that accurate, but he can kind of like put the ball in a spot where the defense has a shot to take it away or poke it or pop it up or something. Anything can happen. And there's rumors also that Damari Brown, the corner for Miami, is rumored to be questionable to play, more on the 60-40 side than not playing. Everybody else seems to be well. Monterey, he was on the floor on the field, kind of having a concussion to a moment, but overall he apparently tomorrow Cristobal he's fine. Malik Bryant, linebacker, he might be playing next game. Ahmad Mullen, the defensive tackle, he's fine. And Jacoby Thomas, who also had a scare. He was kind of wobbly getting off the field. I don't know if you saw
Who
that.
was the player at the end that made that very crucial play that it was almost a touchdown for Texas A&M?
And he fell back and he got knocked. Yeah, that was Torrey.
He saved the game. He saved the game for you guys because Texas A&M, the ball was in his hands.
Yeah, bro.
It was going to be a touchdown.
I will say if everyone is healthy, and Damari Brown does play, he's a starter, by the way. He's one of the starting corners. If he comes back and plays against this Buckeye team and gives more depth for Miami at the DB spot, that gives more bodies against Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Smith. I don't believe in Brandon Innes. Unfortunately, he's a South Florida guy, but he's not anywhere near these top two guys. So, and I don't think the running game. I know they have Bo Jackson, but it's comical at this point. I don't think Ohio State's run game is as good as Miami's, if I'm going to be honest. The only thing is Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate. If you can control them and limit them, which is going to be very tough, very tough. But if you can limit them and pressure Julian Saint, which I think we can, just based off the right tackle situation and the situation that we just saw with Indiana, how they did get to Julian Saint plenty of times, I think Miami has a shot. And it being in an indoor stadium and with no wind this time, if Carter Davis can hit his field goals, I think Miami has a great shot. I'm not gonna say they win because I'm not gonna jinx my team. For everybody that knows, I'm not gonna say anything on this show that's gonna jinx my team. But I would be ecstatic if my team pulls this one off and we get revenge for that 2002 national championship where they kind of screwed us over with that PI.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to say the key players for Ohio State, I have them here. I was doing some homework last night, bro, for the show. Jeremiah Smith, and then on the defensive side, Caleb Downs, Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles, and then the defensive lineman Caden Curry. That those four guys scare me, and Jeremiah Smith on the offensive side scares me. Cardinal Tate, he's good, but Jeremiah Smith scares me more because he's played with these guys that Miami's had. These are his brothers, bro. Especially Jojo Trader, who played with him in Chaminade Madonna. There's gonna be a rivalry going. I'm telling you, this game is gonna be heated. Oh man, I'm excited, bro. January 31st, bro. Get ready.
Jonka, I triggered. I'm not gonna lie, in our Columbus alumni chat that has more than 300 people in it from all different classes of we have guys in there from class of 74. I triggered some people in there because I said that I felt like if Notre Dame was in this game against Texas A&M, it would have been more interesting. And that's basically because I wanted to see Jeremiah Love run the football. I'm not gonna lie, I really would have loved to see that.
Jeremiah Love would have had 300,000 yards.
Yeah, 100%. It triggered some people. They're like, "How can you say that Notre Dame was gonna make it a more interesting game?"
I mean, I don't know, but I don't want to say more interesting, but I feel like the game would have been more, I guess, exciting to watch because of the scoring and the big plays from Jeremiah Love. But I think this was the best game of the weekend, if I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't think Alabama and Oklahoma was it was good.
It was good.
But I think just the element of all the missed field goals, the defensive side, the interceptions, the fumbles, the anticipation. The anticipation of are they gonna score? They're right there. Psych, missed field goal.
But here's my thing. Maybe you felt that way because you had a dog in the fight and you were nervously watching. I compared it to that Super Bowl in which I also can't talk to you about this because you also had a dog in the fight. The Super Bowl between the Patriots and the Rams.
I had the same feeling, bro. I had the same feeling.
It was one of the most boring Super Bowls for a neutral fan because it was just there was no scoring. It was just nothing was happening the entire game.
I will agree with you that game was a bit underwhelming and a bit boring.
Yeah.
Because it was a very defensive game.
Yeah.
But I feel like this one wasn't as like that one because of all the plot twist that we had in that game.
I think there was things that happened.
The block field goal, the 3 missed field goals,
the
fumbles, the interceptions, bro. I'm sorry, that game was and then also Malachi Tony almost taking it all the way and he gets tripped in the 30-yard line.
I think that Texas A&M really, really, really had the chance to put the nail in the coffin on you guys and didn't do it. Right where they got the fumble, I said, if they score, this is over. I don't think Miami scores again. If Texas A&M scores, they had 2 opportunities. That opportunity and the opportunity at the end to score. Mm-hmm. They had it in their hands to put you guys to bed.
I said in that situation last week that I don't trust Marcel Reed with the football. I said it. I said if I'm gonna put my team on my hands with Marcel Reed or Carson Beck, I would rather have Carson Beck than Marcel Reed. And in that situation, he threw the pick, which ended their season. Period.
Well, I will say the only thing he did well all day was run. I think that helped them a lot. A lot of times where they were in pressure situations, his run got them out of issues.
Bro, that first drive, having 3 third down conversions because he just kept running the ball.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, though, that last drive where they were just going down the field, that guy flopped and got this guy a phony roughing the passer call because he flopped in front of the referee and then he threw the whistle,
Well,
which gave them 15 yards.
granted, it could have been a makeup call because there should have been 15 on you guys for throwing a player out of bounds.
Yeah, that too. But
So, but
damn,
I do think,
at least
the
this guy
referees were fair.
flopped, bro. When have you seen a flop in football, bro? That's the biggest disgrace I've ever seen. It's a good thing he threw that interception in the end zone for that BS.
I can't criticize though. I do think the referees managed the game well.
Yeah, it was a great game. Honestly, I feel that's how a called game should be. Let the players play, bro. Now there are some calls like we just said, but overall the game was great. Like you could not predict what was gonna happen next. That is what we call a great game. In my opinion, people say it was a bad game. I don't know what you were watching because that was cinema. That was absolute cinema. You didn't know who was gonna win, and in most movies, you know who's gonna win, the good guy. So let's just say how it is, okay?
Let's go to NFL.
That's right.
Let's go to NFL. Right now, actually, 49ers are putting belt to ass right now.
Is it really that bad?
34-20.
Oh my god. I mean, two tutties, but
145 left in the third.
Bro, I don't know how. Wait, what does Jonathan Taylor have, bro?
Jonka.
35 yards for Jonathan Taylor? I give up. That's it. I'm losing my fantasy.
Can we just talk about how silently the Seattle Seahawks are now the number one team in the NFC?
If you follow me on Plug Picks and I go through my picks for the week, I said it. If the Rams and this game had so many implications, because if you follow the Rams the rest of the season, these next 2 weeks, if I'm correct, let me just pull it up here. Where is it? Rams. They play the Falcons and they play the Cardinals. That's way easier. But the one thing that happened with that is, let me see the Seahawks. The Seahawks now play the Panthers, who have been on a roll lately, and then they play the 49ers. So the first place isn't fully locked in yet. All right?
Yeah.
The last 2 games for the Rams are easier than the Seahawks' last 2 games. The Seahawks could get caught if they were to lose one of those games, and then LA wins out. They take
It's not like it was a decisive victory. It was a 1-point victory in overtime.
The first matchup, Sam Darnold threw 4 interceptions.
Yeah.
Or was it Matthew Stafford? Let me tell you right now. Hold up. Yeah, I think Matthew Stafford threw 4 interceptions. No, Darnold. It was Darnold. And they only lost by 2. I mean, I can honestly see them 2 being
championship.
Yeah, bro, that's cinema right there, bro. How those 2 games have played out all year, and that to be the NFC Championship game, which I honestly think those are the 2 best teams in the NFC, anyways. But I wouldn't be shocked.
I'm kind of retracting on what I said was going to be the NFC Championship.
And that was
Rams and Bears.
I mean, the Bears gave the Packers that belt, bro. Now, unfortunately, Jordan Love did leave the game with an injury, and Malik Willis had to come in and take over. Honestly, Malik Willis, I feel like, has better control of the offense than Jordan Love does. Hot take. Come at me.
That game went to overtime as well, 22-16 for the Bears.
It was a comeback for the Bears. They were I think it was 16-9, and they came back and tied it, and then they went to overtime, and then DJ Moore was spectacular catch, bro.
Eagles 29-18 over the Commanders. With the Eagles win, it officially knocks my Dallas Cowboys out of playoff contention. It's the first time the NFC East has back-to-back division champions since I believe 2004. I want to say
it was a while.
It's been a very long time. Jonka, I
Tell me.
still don't believe in the. I keep saying it, even since last year, even though they won the Super Bowl, I still don't believe in the Philadelphia Eagles.
Blake Corn been doing great tonight, boys. I guess he's let's
Anyways,
let's see this guy, bro. Where are you, bro?
I don't know.
You're not on the show tonight, bro. Didn't let us know.
Look at that profile. Look at that profile picture, bro. No facial hair whatsoever.
Bro, what is it? TikTok enhancers? What is this?
Anyways,
But don't worry about it.
I never believed in the Eagles.
Rehabbing. Oh, yeah. Damn, yeah. I know the Dolphins suck, bro. We know. I mean, yeah, honestly, the Eagles have been so up and down this year. I mean, honestly, like their offensive line was injured, so maybe that limits a lot of what they can do. But just Saquon Barkley having a bad year, I think really affected them. And honestly, I think AJ Brown, I think you're noticing it too. I think you're noticing it too. Devontae and AJ Brown feel like I need to get out of here. If you don't get rid of this quarterback that can throw, and he takes touchdowns away from Saquon, if I'm going to be honest, because instead of just letting Saquon rush it in, bro, Jalen Hurts literally has to just run it in himself. I feel like just players don't want to play with this guy anymore.
I'm not going to lie. Jonka, call me crazy. I can see a scenario where AJ goes to New England, and I could see a scenario. Listen to me. Jonka, listen to me. I could see a scenario where AJ goes to New England and Devontae ends up in Miami and Waddle goes to Philadelphia.
A flip?
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, bro. Devontae Smith in Miami with a new quarterback, John Mateer. I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't hate it.
This guy's geeking right now.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, rehabbing. Where's that rehab, bro?
Where do you think we are right now? I'm walking. I gotta get the stretch.
Bro, honestly, I can't see a thing. You're on the side of the highway.
Yeah. So yeah, I gotta talk. I heard about this Philadelphia take, and then I heard this terrible Devontae take.
It's speculation.
Look, here's the thing is, I think what you're seeing over in Philly after what you guys were talking about, Jalen Hurts has to figure out how to do a 3-step drop and just rip it. Like, it's hard to watch. This dude's so uncomfortable on that back foot after a 3-step drop. He doesn't know what. What on earth? Sorry, I just got kicked. What just happened? No, sorry. I'm back. It's hard to watch. He looks so unconfident throwing the ball, and Devontae and AJ, everyone knows here, it's probably the best wide receiver duo in football. It's not close, but I don't see Devontae and AJ Brown getting traded. It would have to be one, and AJ Brown is the diva. AJ Brown is the one that cries and complains about everything. AJ Brown would be the one to go.
Never. I never expected Luka Doncic to be traded in the middle of the night.
Yeah, shit, you're right. That's true. That's a great point. But I'll be honest, I could definitely see AJ Brown to the Patriots, I really could. Because it's a good team, but the thing is, right? It's under Mike Vrabel. AJ Brown liked playing under Mike Vrabel because he got so many targets, even though it was a run-heavy offense. They would look to him so often. So, Jonka's loving this. This is terrible.
Hey, Diggs and Brown, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Hey, spread the word, man.
No, it'd be fun over there. It'd be a lot of fun over there, which is an issue because I'm in the gutter, boys. Gentlemen.
You're not in the gutter, bro. You're in the landfill.
You know what the issue is? Dolphins play, right? Quinn Ewers plays the game. I go to a family Christmas event, right? Good time to be happy. And my uncle goes, "Hey, I like this Quinn Ewers guy." I was like, "Nah, no, we're done. Season." No, but if I was the Dolphins, I wouldn't. Here's the thing: is you can't cut Tua. I wrote this article for us.
Yeah.
And you look at the salary and everything in that situation. You can't cut Tua. It's too expensive. You are financially handicapped for 3 years.
Well, Buddy, I don't know. It looks like they're gonna cut Tua.
I know, but I don't love that.
Yeah.
I would rather you just tell him to go sit home. Uh, because you take more of a penalty by cutting him than even keeping his contract on the books. So hopefully we figure it out. I wouldn't like Devontae for Jalen Waddle. I think Jalen Waddle's better than Devontae, personally. But the rumors also swirling is Mike McDaniel will be staying in Miami.
Yeah, I heard that.
By rumors, I mean he's staying in Miami. But no, I won't talk about the Dolphins. They're not relevant anymore. They don't matter.
Wait,
The
Blake.
Patriots and Eagles matter.
Wait, Blake, I needed to ask you a question because
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
this is just in a hypothetical.
Mhm.
If you're Devon Achan,
Yeah.
why would besides that you're the starting running back for a bad team and you're gonna get all the reps in the world?
Yeah.
Why would you want to stay with this dog water team and this organization?
That's a great question because you have to think for a running back, your years that matter to you are these early years, right? Like year 8 doesn't matter. Like the odds are you're not going to get a paycheck then. For him, I think Miami will give him the best payday. I think for him, he'll get the numbers that he'll like. He'll become kind of an icon for the Dolphins. But I think that number the Dolphins can give him will be better than anything else on the open market, personally. But hey, if I'm wrong about that, then hey, good for him to leave. He should be playing at a team that's contending. He's that kind of player. He's so good. I haven't seen a running back really in Dolphins colors in my life that I got to sit down and watch that changes a game as much as him. It's ridiculous.
I
This he
guarantee
turns
the
the corner.
moment this is gonna be I know he's gonna hate this take, but
Mm.
I'm gonna say it just to piss him off. I
Okay.
think the moment Achan leaves Miami, he's just gonna end up like another Jay Ajayi.
No. The thing is, they're in different points in their career though, and they're also different type of running backs. Like Jay Ajayi, everyone knew his career was going to be short. He tried to run every single person over in front of him. I'll be honest, Daniel. I think you guys would love him over there in Dallas. I think it's a perfect slip and fit.
Ooh,
We give you Javante?
Achan?
No, it wouldn't be Javante. It'd probably be a second or a third pick for him.
Bro, honestly, Achan?
If you give me Achan, and I'll give you Jadon Blue.
I don't know. I don't think I would accept that.
Yeah, no,
No, it would have to be a pick for someone to take Devon. It would be a pick. What pick would it be? Are they hard stuck on a first? Because that's the whole thing. Waddle would have been gone to Buffalo this year if Buffalo was willing to cough up their first round pick for this year.
Yeah. I feel like if the Dolphins continue to like kind of how would I say poop the bed and not really like give Achan a chance to like win games, if that's his ultimate goal is to win a championship or just be a winner.
Yeah.
I think if I'm the Dolphins, I would try to read the room and see where is Achan mentally? If he's checked out and he feels like he's on the way out, I would trade him before he becomes a free agent. So at least you get some sort of capital for him.
Or I think what's more likely is a sign and trade. I think that's what's probably the most likely.
Okay.
I'll be honest, dude. If Devon Achan checked out's giving you 150 yards from scrimmage a game, I don't get how you because you need to keep some players. You have to. And if a guy's giving you 150 yards a game, how do you get rid of him? Unless you get like a first or a high second. So like, I also don't think running backs are worth first and second round picks.
But I think they would be forced to trade him because if he wants out, he'll perform for you. But the moment he's officially a free agent, he's gone, and you got nothing for him. So they will take like anything they could get for this guy because just knowing the Dolphins,
I want to talk about two more things before we have 10 minutes before we end.
Perfect.
Let's talk about the Chiefs. It's bad. They lose Patrick Mahomes to ACL. Now they lose their backup Gardner Minshew to an ACL, and then we find out today they're leaving the state of Missouri.
Yeah. And Rashee Rice is done for the year. Appreciate that for fantasy.
And I mean, who thinks here that Kelsey's done?
Me.
I think he goes one more. I think he's done after next.
I could see one more. Yeah.
Why?
Because I think he wants to end trying to because I think the Chiefs can still make the playoffs. This Chiefs team was better than last year's Chiefs team. Like they are. On paper, they're better. They're better off. They get better offensive numbers, defensive numbers. I think the issue is their run game is one of the worst things I've ever seen. It's terrible. Dude, you know Mahomes has led them in rushing for 7 games this season.
They've tried with Pacheco, and that was an absolute failure.
I think if Mahomes will make it back for next year, I think Kelsey runs it back. If he doesn't think Mahomes can make it back for next year, I think Kelsey retires. He's set for life. Don't worry. We don't got to worry about money with him. Dude,
The Chiefs are eliminated from the playoffs. I don't know if you knew.
Yeah, no, I know that. It's such a weird spot because I don't think the team's that bad. The defense is still good. Like the defense isn't a huge problem, Jonka. Like I think the issue's been more. They literally can't hand the ball off on first down and get more than 3 yards.
Okay.
Jonka, as a Patriots fan, you're seeing it this year. You can hand the ball off on first down and it's going for 5 yards every carry. Like, how much easier does that make playing football? It makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
So
I mean, right now we're kind of out our right tackle or left guard and our left tackle right now. But once they come back, I feel like the running game is going to be way better.
Yeah, but even were they out against the Pats? I mean, not the Pats. Sorry, the Bills.
2 of them were. We lost Morgan Moses yesterday.
Yeah, you guys still look good running the ball early in that game. Like a lot of that's coaching, I think, over there. You guys have an awesome head coach. Jesus Christ, I love Mike Vrabel.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
What do you guys think about DK Metcalf?
Suspended 2 games.
Yeah, you can't swing at a fan. You can't. You can't throw hands with a dude that paid probably like $200 for his ticket.
I'm surprised there's not a lawsuit.
There might be one.
Probably. But I have a question. Would that lawsuit be against DK or would it be against like the league could it be against both? Because the league not giving him a safe environment to be a fan or something? I don't know.
It could be against both, to be honest with you, Blake.
I hope so. I hope he gets his bread up. Then he can go yell at more players and get more lawsuits.
Someone told me they think it's a terrible look for the league that happened.
Yeah, no, it's rough. But I want to say one thing. I wasn't here for it, but shout out to Canes. Come on, Jonka. Come on now. We look like a pile. We look like a pile of trash, but it didn't matter.
Yeah.
Didn't matter. You know what matters? Getting the win. Now, are we going to go to Ohio State? Yeah. Am I taking Ohio State to cover? Probably, but that's okay.
We're not going to Ohio State. We're going to AT&T Stadium.
Jesus Christ. We're going to Jerry World?
Hey. Watch what you say.
That's a Jerry World. What?
Bro.
What I say?
Your next sentences.
Miami has been getting screwed over on neutral sites for the past decade when we had to play Clemson in the Carolinas. What are we talking about?
That was crazy. I remember.
Yeah, neutral site. Buddy, look up the dictionary when it comes to neutral site.
Or against UF in Orlando, which is an hour.
Yeah, bro. It's like, what is this, bro? Miami gets screwed over because there's nothing like the city, bro. No one wants to see us succeed.
And they're all praying on our downfall. We beat the Catholics, and now people want to see us fail.
Yeah, bro. Catholics, Aggies, bro. Now we have to go kill the Buckeyes, too.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Jonka, I want to apologize to Jonka real quick on live television right here. I was going to join the betting show.
Yeah,
and then the
bro,
parlay.
There, bro.
Look, it was $10 to win. It was $10 to win $440. And let's just say Carolina didn't hit the goal spread. So So we clocked out. We hit 7 of the 8 legs, but Carolina couldn't score a 4th goal. So hey, tune into his show. Are you up on the air on that show? How you doing over there?
Bro, we actually did pretty good. We had like 30 something viewers last game.
Hey, I'm
Week.
saying,
Woo!
We're
John
popping
is
off,
kicking
bro.
all of our asses, bro.
Our boy Jerry, my brother was watching. We had a bunch of people participating. Bro, it was
There you
lit.
go.
I'm not gonna lie, we were lit.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I told him right before the show started. I said, "Hey, if this parlay don't hit, I don't know if I'm coming back." And I was having some technical difficulties, so I was like, "I don't know about this one." No, but I am going to head out because I'm about to walk through more traffic. I hope you guys close out the rest of the show good. I appreciate you guys having me on, having me late and yapping y'all's ear off. Daniel, Cowboys are still only going to win 6 games. I'm going to be right on that prediction. Jonka, knock the Bills out of the playoffs for me. My sister's boyfriend likes the Bills. Screw him. All right,
Hey,
later.
hope we get the Jets and Dolphins, baby.
Later, man. Funny, man. Funny.
Special guest.
Cowboys. They had the most explosive offense in the entire league, but don't make the playoffs. You know what, dude? I'm still not mad that we don't have Micah Parsons. Look how that ended up.
Bro, you know what
They
I noticed?
paid so much money for one guy, and look what happened.
I mean, you still would have been paying more to Dak than it was for Parsons.
I'd rather have Dak than Micah.
Oh no, yeah. It's your quarterback. That's why they're the highest paid. I mean, I don't agree with how even just like in the Parsons situation, they want all this money, even though it's a salary cap. You and your dad were talking about it.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday.
It's kind of a very difficult like time right now when it comes to how players want their money. It's kind of annoying in a way because you can only spend so much money and so much money guaranteed that if you pay this one player all this money and then this very next start of the season he gets injured and he's out for the year, you still have to pay him the money and you still get screwed over. And the guy, I don't really like that, to be honest. Now I feel like you guys benefited from the trade because you were able to stop the run, but it kind of like it also like it's like it was kind of like a stalemate because you also like reduced your edge rushing attack. So it's like you couldn't get to.
I'll tell you what the problem is. His name is Matt Eberfraud.
Oh yeah, I told you, bro. The guy wasn't that good from the beginning.
So bad. I want him gone after this year.
I don't know. I mean, I honestly, I would get rid of him. But who would you pick up, though?
Bro, they literally moved this guy from the sideline to the booth up in the sky at AT&T Stadium.
Who would you get rid of? Who would you like hire in that case?
I don't know. That's something I'd leave up to Jerry and Steven.
Man, that's a difficult.
Jonka, I rather try to figure that out than have him for another year.
I think another situation is also paying a lot of the players now that are like Pickens, Javante.
Dude, I rather have had Mike Zimmer still doing defense than have Eberfraud.
I mean, but also I will say though, the injuries kind of did affect the way he kind of ran the team in a way.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's valid.
You could say you were going to give you one more chance for the year. Like if the injuries happen again, then I'm okay. You know what? We'll take our chances. We'll let you go. But I think they're going to keep him for one more year. Make another draft for the defensive line, another more offensive line, whatever it has to be done. And then see what happens. If the defense is still not what it's supposed to be, then I think they'll get rid of him. Honestly, I think the defense actually played better midway through the season than they started, if I'm going to be honest.
I agree.
So, I mean, they did pick up a little bit better. And I think the team was kind of getting more reps each other with the new system. So
Yeah.
I'm not entirely opposed. I'm not entirely against keeping him.
We'll
Maybe
just
he's not a
have to
head
wait.
coach. He's not a head coach though. It didn't work out. But maybe it's a situation where, like in my situation for Josh McDaniels, where he wasn't a great head coach, but as a coordinator, he's really good.
We're just
Who
gonna
knows?
have to wait and see what Jerry and Steven do. We have reached our time, Janka. Would you like to have a last word with the folks before we enter 2026?
In the most iconic way to end the show. Support the troops.
Support the troops. Amen. For myself, Danny Torres, for Janka, on behalf of Blake, Brandon, and Isaac, once again, we thank you guys. We hope that you guys have a very, very Merry Christmas. Have a Happy New Year. Enjoy the food. Enjoy the family. May God bless you all. And we'll see you on January 12th, 2026. See you guys then. Have a great